The wide receiver position is absolutely stacked with playmakers, but we got to start with the top-rated wideout in the 2016 class, Mr. Nate Craig Myers. The 6'2", 205-pound stud from Tampa Catholic decommitted from Auburn back in May, so whatever school snags a 5-star wideout is getting one of the best playmakers in the country. Sachse's Devin Duvernay is one of the most dynamic receivers in the class. The 5'11", 195-pound playmaker is arguably the most explosive wideout when he gets his hands on the rock. And like Craig Myers, Duvernay is still one of the top uncommitted players in this year's class. The 4-star recruit checks in as the 31st rated player overall, 7th in all of Texas, and is the second best wide receiver on 247 Sports. From the Lone Star State to the 951, that is where we can find Corona Centennial's Javon McKinley. And boy, this kid is an absolute playmaker. Last season, J-Mac hauled in 91 grabs for nearly 2,000 yards and scored 20 TDs. And he really put his name in the spotlight when he posted big numbers in the playoffs. In 5 postseason games, he balled out for 1,013 yards on 51 grabs and scored 13 touchdowns, including over 250 all-purpose yards and 3 TDs versus De La Salle in the CIF Open Championship game. And you know we can't talk about big-time recruits without mentioning the state of Florida, and St. Thomas Aquinas has one of the best all-around playmakers in the game in Sam Bruce. The 5'8", 180-pound wideout can take it 0 to 100 real quick. Earlier this month, Bruce committed to the U, and I think it's safe to say the nephew of future NFL Hall of Famer Isaac Bruce is a name to remember down the road. And sticking with playmakers, this catch right here by Tyler Vaughns was one of the sickest grabs in all of 2015. The 6'3", 175-pound wideout from Bishop Amat is rated as the 3rd best receiver in the 2016 class, and just like the top 2 receivers in the class, he is still uncommitted. But judging by 247's crystal ball predictions, the USC Trojans are the favorites to land Mr. Vaughns. Now let's zone in on the star receiver from Westfield High School in Houston, Texas, and boy, Tyree Cleveland is one of the best big play wideouts in the game. The 6'3", 190-pound wide receiver is rated as the 10th best player from the state of Texas and checks in the top 10 among all wide receivers in the 2016 class. Getting back to Bishop Amat, and Trevon Sidney has been one of the hottest names in the past few months. The 5'11", 160-pound athlete is one of the scariest guys for defenders when he gets in the open field. The 4-star receiver committed to USC back in early July, and you know he's trying to get his 4-star teammate Tyler Vaughns to join him to ball for Coach Sark in 2016. There might not be a better red zone receiver than Oxford's DeKaylin McHale. This kid has some of the best hands in the entire country. The 6'3", 195-pound wideout is rated as the 7th best receiver and checks in as the 3rd best player from the state of Mississippi. From Mississippi to Florida, and that is where we will find Eli Stone, the 6'1", 180-pound Auburn commit from Niceville High School. And as a junior, he had over 1,000 total yards to go along with 12 TDs and averaged over 10 yards a carry and 13 yards per grab. The 2016 Auburn commit has emerged as one of the top playmakers in the country, and he checks in as the 6th rated wideout in the class on 247 Sports. And last but not least, Mr. Theo Howard is one of the more exciting wide receivers to watch in the game. The 6', 170-pound receiver from Westlake High School is committed to play for the Oregon Ducks in 2016, and boy, he's going to be an intriguing guy to watch this year because of the departure of Malik Henry, the 3rd rated QB in the class. Last year, he racked up nearly 1,000 yards receiving, and I can almost guarantee Mr. Howard will be the vital point of the offense with Malik Henry now gone.